What's going on? What's going on?
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I am fantastic. What you sipping on tonight?
I'm not sipping anything. I kind of pre-gamed it a little bit before the show, and I'm feeling kind of nice. So I'm gonna focus and try to be on good behavior. What you got?
Gotcha. You know what? I done left the bottle, but I have. This is a partner of mine. He sent me a bottle of it. Novel Lassier. It is only black cognac producer in America and, of course, in Paris, France, where cognac is produced. You know what I mean?
You might have to hook me up with some of that. Yeah, I must.
This is a honey cognac. It's actually pretty
I
dope.
definitely want to sample that. Yeah, after we finish up here, I'm gonna slide out. So, but I'm pretty.
Right now?
I'm gonna slide out. You know, something we outside.
Okay. Today's Wednesday. It's hump day. What you getting into on the Wednesday?
I'm gonna slide to Virtue real quick, see what's going on. My homegirl hit me up and was like, "Come to Virtue with me." So, you know, I'm gonna slide. Okay. But you know, we outside. We're back on tour.
Yeah. I got you. Let me put this plate to the side here. Man, I ain't even get to eat on commercial. I might take a month.
Why hooked you up?
Man, unless I'm wifey, but
okay.
I went in and tightened it up. Dinner for the night. It's all good.
Y'all,
you know what I mean?
I ain't gonna hold y'all. Joe is amazing on the pots and pans. I want to say, how long ago was it? About 7-8 years ago, I was on a diet, and Joe did all of my meal prep for me. So I would just like pick up the containers, and he cooked me up these meals, and then I got, every week. He hooked it up for me. What was it, 7-8 years ago? Something like that. I
don't know. Something like that. All I know is these lamb chops ain't, they ain't part of the meal prep. That's for sure. Lamb chops, this risotto, and this broccolini.
Yeah,
steamed broccolini, and some asparagus, little corn. Trying to make it do what it do. Corn comes out the same way it went in. That's what it's good for. You know what I mean? That's what it's good for.
How long it take? 5 years for it to come back out?
No, I don't. It comes out the next day. If it's taking 5 years, guess what? Somebody got problems. It comes out the next day, and it looks like the same corn too. Look like ain't nothing happened to it.
It was a movie I was watching, and the chick was in the bathroom, and she said, "Corn? When did I eat corn?"
Man, that's terrible.
Yeah, it is.
So we got a dope show tonight. Yo, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about Monique. We're going to get into that conversation.
Oh, yeah, that's more. It's even better. I can't wait.
Is more?
There's more to it.
Well, I tell you what, I can't wait to get into it because I know you're going to spill the tea. We got celebrity news you can't use. Yeah, and we also, we're going to talk about 40-year-old versions. It's apparently somebody's out there looking. Ladies, we're gonna let y'all know about him. He's out there looking for y'all. And
I don't know, ladies. To me, he looked like a pimp named Slickback. I don't know if that's what y'all want.
Hey, we're gonna check it out and see what's up. But first, we also got some partners in crime coming on. These is like family of the show. We got Darryl Party All Weekend Stevens, as well as Rodney Cox. Partners of mine in crime, legal crime, when it comes to stealing the hearts and the laughter of people when it comes to the movie scene out here and abroad. I tell you what, we're going to talk about their new film, Savage, which is extra dope. So, but first, let's go ahead and get the show started. You ready, sis?
Let's do it, bro.
Hey, let's go ahead and do it. It's No Panties After Dark.
No Panties After Dark. Your adult relationship conversation. Going where most ones. Speaking of things most don't. It's No Panties After Dark.
Tell you what. I'm wiping my face. I tell you what. Risotto ain't no joke.
And I'm over here eating a cookie that I have no business eating because I bought these clothes from Fashion Nova. Y'all gonna laugh at me. I got these clothes from Fashion Nova and they're cute. But I now look like the person who bought the clothes but didn't purchase the body to go in the clothes. So
yeah, you know, I've seen a lot of that where people yeah, they buy it based on the body that's in the picture.
Right,
like,
right.
You know, you might need to get a, you know, and what I would suggest, you know, coming from the fashion world, I would tell anyone, buy bigger so that you can go ahead and have it tailored. Like, you know, buy a couple sizes up.
This is naked stuff.
You can still have it tailored. That's what master tailors are for.
It ain't a whole lot to be tailored.
Well, I mean, like I said, you buy it bigger and then go ahead and have it tailored to your physique, and it'll be extra dope. I promise.
You see some of these clothes. No, this is some naked looking stuff. I'm gonna be naked. Summer is going to get my body as is, and I'm gonna be naked in these streets back on tour. But yeah, I am gonna have to go to the gym. I was like maybe like 5 to 7 more pounds. It's gonna be right. So
there you go.
But now I'm over here eating this cookie, talking about losing 5 to 7 more pounds in here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what's up. So I tell you what, tonight, let's see, what you want to jump into first? Because we got Rodney and Darryl jumping on about 10 p.m. So what you want to jump into first? Should we do celebrity news? You want to talk about
well, the celebrity news, because some of it I got some, you know, some Monique conversation. You want to talk about this?
We can wait for a little bit.
Okay, you want to go in on that? Okay, so I know we was gonna talk about her stand-up special that Netflix caved in and gave her. I don't feel, I personally, from the bottom of my heart, I just don't feel like she deserved it. So I mean, let's talk about that. How did you feel about this special?
I feel like it was the worst comedy special. I mean, it was a terrible special. Like, I mean, as far as terrible as in it wasn't funny. Like, I came to laugh and I didn't laugh because all she did was basically just cry and try to give us reasons and resolutions as to why she is the way she is. And I'm like, that's not what this comedy special is supposed to be. Hence the word comedy. Yeah, I'm supposed to be laughing, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but she's gonna get the sad part, and I haven't been looking, you know, maybe you know more because you know we're about to go into it, but I would assume that people are blasting her. As a matter of fact, I even pulled up an article that you know goes into it, but yeah, she's getting blasted even more because she just it was terrible. What you think?
It was. I felt like she was pandering to the LGBT community. So she was pandering. I felt like it was a good speech. If she was going to give a speech at a LGBTQ rally or like a college commencement speech, even, because you know when she touched on being in the special needs classes, like it would have been a good speech for like a college commencement, maybe a gay rally, maybe even like a motivational speech, like, you know, I started off, you know, with learning disability in a special needs class and I made it. But it was definitely, it lacked on the comedy. There was no comedy, and that's like you, that's what I tuned in for. But I'll be honest, I wasn't really expecting much from her in terms of comedy because she's never been funny to me, ever. She's loud and she cusses a lot, but the jokes just ain't never been there.
You know, it reminds me of, okay, so, what's your boy? I be forgetting names when they ain't that funny. No, your boy, Day, Mike Epps. Okay, so Mike Epps was funnier when I was younger. Right. He was funnier when I was younger. Now, in movies and shows, they do ad libs and stuff like that. And you know, he's funny.
That's where
Monique is funny there too. You know,
Chris Rock, another one.
Yeah, Chris Rock is another one where in shows. I mean, I watched his special and I chuckled a couple times. You know what I
Here and
mean?
there.
You know, here and there. Same thing with Monique. I chuckled a couple
smirked.
times.
I
You
said,
know, maybe that's it. I smirked and I wiped my lip a couple times. You know,
yeah.
but but she wasn't. But Day, you know, Mike Epps, like here's a funny thought. His newest special, right? Before when we first watched it, I had, you know, family and friends, and I said, man, watch, it ain't gonna be funny. He gonna come on and talk about doo doo, and it ain't gonna be funny.
Right.
And lo and behold, you watching the special, and all of a sudden he's talking about doo doo. I'm like, this Negro ain't got past a joke about doo doo.
He's
Like,
a one-trick pony.
Yeah, he's not funny in stand up. Like, he's funny if you hanging out with him and y'all, you know, drinking, smoking, whatever, and he's there. You know, he's funny then. You know, he's funny on a show with written, you know, comedic lines that he ad libs. He's funny then.
Right.
But
That's where he gets
when
his
it
shine
comes
on.
to yeah, but when it comes to just like he wrote them himself, I guess, and then do a comedy special, nah, he's terrible. He's so not funny. It's a horrible situation to sit there and have to watch that. Monique was the same thing. It was a horrible situation to sit there. I watched it just because I wanted to give her the opportunity to show
Prove you
me
wrong.
that show me that everybody's wrong about you, that you ain't funny and that you whine and cry. Show me that everybody's wrong. And she didn't prove that
She got
wrong.
up there.
They're right. She got up there and
unfunny.
she whined. Yeah, and she whined and cried. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know,
horrible.
trying to tell me that because when you was a kid, this and that happened, and that's why this happened 20 years later. Hold up. The whole conversation about mental health right now is in part about owning up to, you know, being accountable. Okay, that's the conversation right now. Being accountable. You can't sit back and keep blaming stuff on 20 years ago, bro. You know what I
No,
mean?
not at
Like,
all.
you know, once you become coherent and cognizant of that, guess what? It's time to change. You keep doing the same bullshit after you become cognizant of trauma that affects you now from years ago, and you keep doing bullshit. Guess what? You are perpetrating.
At this point, you are the problem.
Yeah,
You're so comfortable in the dysfunction, you don't want to
exactly.
come out of it.
Exactly. And I think that's where she's at. And Netflix is going in the red with her special. Absolutely. And I feel bad for them.
Remember when she asked us to boycott Netflix because they gave Amy Schumer a special and didn't give her one? I am ready to boycott Netflix for giving her that special. I'm ready.
Bruh.
I'm ready to
I mean,
just be like, fuck you, Netflix. But Love is Blind is on, so I can't do it.
I'm being honest. Amy Schumer's special was funnier.
It was hilarious.
It was funnier, way funnier than hers. So, you know, that is what it is. Is there any more going on with that
all
situation?
Right, so now, you know what I'm saying, I guess she feeling herself because Netflix caved in, gave her what she wanted. She threw a tantrum like a big ass kid, got what she wanted. Now she's feeling herself. She is suing CBS and Paramount over the Parkers' royalties and accusing them of not paying talent and retaining millions of dollars.
Hey, look, she said it worked for Dave Chappelle, so it should work for me.
She said it worked when I did this shit with Netflix. Now, let me go over here and see what CBS been to do. Ma'am, you just gonna go through life bullying people and then telling side stories like, ma'am, yeah, I'm over Monique.
Yeah, it's a situation to where, you know, I mean, I don't even think that the people who were, you know, that they showed laughing were actually in the same room. I think those were people from like a whole nother comedy special. They weren't in the same room because that comedy special was butt. Like, for real.
That's not what it was, Joe. You remember back in the day when they filmed in front of a live studio audience and they had the sign above the stage That said to
laugh.
It went to clap. It went to, that's what it was.
All I know is a lot of them was doing some serious keying, for real.
That was probably Kiki like, oh my God, I can't believe that.
Like I saw some people, they was doing like this, and I'm like, that's why I'm like, nah, they done cut and paste some stuff going on, because
that was the sign.
There was no moment where you should have been like, no, there was no funny like that. Nothing like that. No, sorry.
Shit, we've been funnier sitting here talking about it than she was the host.
Man, hell yeah! Like her special was horrible. Now, I read something. I'm gonna pull it up real quick and see what they talking about. It said, Monique, my name is Monique Review. She came, she joked, she conquered. Monique's let's see, special begins. Monique opens her special before hitting the stage. The reviews out here are pretty much saying the same thing. You can see the passion, the pride, and want to be the best she could be on the stage that night. Of course, with all the controversy that surrounded her for years, with the lawsuit with Netflix and all of the stuff that came with that, she walked on that stage with a chip on her shoulder and walked out like a boss, knowing she just killed it.
So how much did she pay that person to write that?
But see, here's the thing. It's further proof that Monique Simmons herself. So they're giving her props, but at the same time, they're saying she ain't as popping as.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Because it wasn't.
But I mean, it's the whole thing was like, I don't know. I mean, obviously her relationship with her family sucks too, which is terrible, because she just went on stage and ripped her mom about her mom being illiterate. I mean, plenty of people make jokes about her family.
She did post the picture of her grandmother and her uncle, Aunt Tina.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
I didn't chuckle at that either.
But yeah, anything that talks about her being funny in this special, they laugh. I mean, and when I'm looking at the comments, not funny, pretty disappointing. The use of the F and N word took up most of the dialogue. And there's people that tried. There's other people, even friends of mine, who came and said, "Hey, she cussed like that in the Queens of Comedy." No, she didn't. She cussed, but she didn't cuss like that. Go back and pull up.
She wasn't funny in the Queens of Comedy.
Yeah, but nonetheless, she didn't cuss like that. She cussed like that, just like she just really cussed, and it was Bernie Mac-esque, without the funny. Okay. You know what I mean? And I'll be honest, I'm not a big, I'm biased. I'm not the biggest fan of Bernie Mac, because I remember seeing the Kings of Comedy tour years ago when it first came out in Richmond, Virginia. Lady friend took me when I was younger, and I remember coming away from that, with D.L. Hughley and everybody. I remember coming away from that saying, Bernie Mac just cusses a lot. It's like, if he ain't got nothing funny to say, just cuss. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's like, what they do. Like if you run out of jokes, you gotta throw a few cuss words in there to like stretch the joke out.
I don't know, but I feel like that was terrible. What's up next?
All right, so we got to talk about it, because we wasn't here last week to talk about it. They done locked your boy Agent Orange up for a few moments.
Okay, tell me who Agent Orange is. On one of these.
45.
I don't like. Is he a rapper?
The shit given number 45, Donald Trump.
Oh. Yeah, my buddy.
I'm like, how do you? No mugshot. They said they did fingerprint him. I'm like, why we can't get the mugshot?
I mean, it's funny, but I've seen plenty of pictures. Have you seen the one with him going where he looks like he's pushing a broom?
Yes, I saw that one. So I mean, and people are like thinking that he's gonna be in prison, but I'm gonna be honest with you, he's not gonna do any time. If anything, he'll get community service, probation, slap on the wrist. They're not gonna put him in prison for one reason and one reason only. It's gonna cost entirely too much money because he's guaranteed Secret Service for the remainder of his life. So if he goes in prison, Secret Service gonna have to go in there with him and guard him. And the government's not paying for that shit. So everybody who hopes, like, I hope they throw him under the jail, it's not gonna happen, y'all.
I don't know. I'll be honest, I haven't been keeping up with it as much. But I feel like, again, I supported. I'm more of a conservative brother. I believe in guns to protect. I believe in being able to protect my family. I believe in being able to not have the government up my ass, be able to, do business and this, that, and the other. I believe in being able to make as much money as I possibly can and paying as little amount of taxes as I possibly can, through legally. But Trump was an idiot. He was an asshole, and he did open his mouth way too much. But y'all gotta remember something. Trump was a Democrat. He was hanging out at Diddy parties and everything else.
He was Diddy Democrat.
But what happened was he saw the way that the Democratic Party was moving, didn't like it, felt it was problematic as they pander as the way they do, and then he ran as Republican. I've seen people do that.
You think that's what happened?
That is what happened. That's literally what happened. Peter Hayes.
I read somewhere.
Peter Hayes here locally is a Democrat, and he ran years ago for mayor as a Republican, just because he did not agree with the Democratic Party.
No, I read somewhere, and then they came out and said it was a lie. But I read somewhere that he ran Republican because he felt like they were dumb enough to vote him in. I read that when he first won the election. I don't know how true it is, because then somebody came back and was like, he never said that. But so I don't know. It's it's up for debate.
I heard him say that one in an interview where he ran as Republican because he did not like the way the Democratic Party was moving. But nonetheless, it is what it is. They're doing their best to keep him from running again, putting this stain on him and whatnot. Everybody knows that during the Trump era, y'all was getting more money in your pockets, your taxes was fatter. That's not happening right now. Everybody's complaining. Everybody named Mama is complaining. Even Monique's illiterate mama is complaining about her taxes as well, because she does know numbers. So even she's complaining. Like, hey, these numbers is not as big as the numbers from before. It's literally what Monique's mama said when she got it.
But she said, she said, I might not be able to read, but I know my numbers. But you know what? Exactly. True story. My grandfather was like that. He was made to drop out of school in the 4th grade and work to support the family. So he was very illiterate. But one thing you could not get over on that man was money. He could count money and could balance his bank account. You wasn't gonna get over on him on that. But you know, couldn't read. Because
back in them days, they knew presidents. You know what I mean? And so this president right here represents the $100 bill. And guess what? I know that. This is Andrew Jackson right here.
Yeah, you couldn't get over on it. That can count.
Absolutely. So any more celebrity news we can't use?
Let's see. I don't even know if I don't even want to touch on that. Do you want to talk about the text message that got leaked from R. Kelly's girlfriend's mama?
Sure, tell it. I don't know nothing about it.
Hold on, let me pull it up. I didn't know if we was gonna touch this or not, because we didn't already touched it, and I remember people didn't like.
It depends when you say touch it and R. Kelly in the same sentence. You have to talk about the age of whoever was touching. So,
yeah. So she said the mama told her, "You need to let him know your age, because he in public doing stuff because he think you of age, so he don't care when it come out that you're not and didn't tell him. He gonna look stupid and be really mad because you will make him to look like an idiot. He may not mind your age, but that needs to be his decision. Don't assume he may be hurt and deceived and very upset. You have him lying to people. That's not cool." That's
Oh
the
wow.
text that she said that the mama sent
She sent it to.
to the daughter. But hold on, there's another text that I meant to read. Oh, and there was something else we was gonna talk about too. I sent it to you via DM on Instagram because I didn't know if you wanted to talk about it. Yeah, so this is what she said. Be prepared to sing 3 songs. He will meet you and listen to your song. Please have your glasses off, your hair to the side. Mama knows best. Pretty hurts. And third, your choice, don't yell. Put on a show. Dance, grab his hand, shimmy, wiggle, sit on his lap, entice him while singing. It's all about performance. This is your chance and opportunity. Don't blow it.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. But she messed up though. She told her not to blow it, and then I guess her daughter didn't listen, and she still blew
She
him.
blew it. Yeah, I guess
Yep,
so.
she blew it. I guess in the back of the SUV, something. I'm
In
not
the back
sure.
of the tour
Um,
bus.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you know
So
what? We shouldn't be saying it. That's
oh,
really kind of
that's the mama.
disgusting. I mean, that's kind of disgusting because, like it was a little kid. Speaking of, there
A
was a
little
strip
kid. What you talking
club.
about? What we talking about? Hold on.
The girl, she was underage. Her mom sent that shit. So,
That's
yeah.
just crazy. Like, why would somebody's mom like the mama needs to go to jail?
Agreed. But remember when we talked about this a couple of months ago, people was mad at me because I was like, y'all gonna lock him up. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be locked up. And I'm not saying that what he did wasn't wrong 1,000%. He deserves to be punished to the fullest extent of the law. But my stance now and has always been from the beginning, when you go after him, you need to go and get the parents of the girls because they sold their children to this man for a couple
We
of
did talk
dollars.
about that, and it wasn't
Yeah.
just the parents; it was the security.
Everybody that
Everybody
was
around knew
around.
what was going on.
Everybody.
You know what I mean? So they need to get a paddy wagon together and go rustle up everybody. And they need to use the
Everybody.
word rustle up. They need to say, we're going to rustle everybody up. That's what they need to say. They need to go rustle all of them up. Now,
Right,
and
because and people were mad at me for saying this on here on No Pennies After Dark. But when I look at them, I don't see victims. I see disgruntled employees who are
mm,
upset that their severance package has ran out. So everything
man,
was all well and good as long as the money was flowing. And the minute
yeah,
that mama and daddy ain't get a payment, it's I haven't talked to my daughter in 3 years. You weren't concerned these whole 3 years and never once tried to go to the media until the money ran dry. And that is what all of this is about. It's about money. I stand on that.
absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. I agree. Any more celebrity news we can't use?
Well, this isn't celebrity news, and I sent it to you on Instagram. I don't know if you got a chance to look at it. There's a strip club down in Florida where 4 employees are facing life sentences for hiring a 15-year-old. But get this. So the
Women
15-year-old that
trafficking
they
is what they're
hired,
calling it.
right, for trafficking. But get this. She used a fake birth certificate when she applied to come dance at this club. So do you feel like that those people should be held accountable to the point of life in prison? Or how do you feel about that?
No, they shouldn't be. No. If somebody lies about their age, and in this case, she didn't just lie and they believed her and
She
didn't
provided
check her
fake
ID or nothing like
documents.
that. She provided fake documents. That is a felony. Okay. So she needs to be locked up instead of them.
Well, they're going
Absolutely.
after them for not verifying the documents.
Well, shit,
I mean,
it's
and they
like
do
twenty
have that
dollars.
responsibility to verify those documents are real.
That's
But at the
true.
end of the day, they should accept some responsibility for that. But I feel like life in prison
Life
is a
in
bit
prison.
extreme.
Oh my gosh, I
It's a bit
would,
extreme.
man. I'm gonna tell you this. I'll give them a couple appeals. If that was me, a couple appeals, and I can't get out. Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna give you what life in prison really should be. I'm gonna start decapitating people and shit like that. It's gonna be me in the prison. I'm just telling you
You're
because
gonna be one of them people that broke out with the fork and went to Denny's for dinner. That was a
man,
couple
I'm
weeks
telling
ago.
you, I'm telling you,
They went
you
straight
know.
Shawshank.
Man, I mean, people are getting really, really crazy. I definitely want to go ahead and make sure that we do a moment of silence real quick, just real
Yes,
quick for it hits different when it's in
it
your city.
does.
I'm not gonna lie about that. It hits way different when it's in your city. So,
Did you
just
hear
quick
the
moment of silence.
911 call?
Oh, no, no, and
The
I don't
mom,
even
the
know if I
mom's
want to hear
call
it.
to the 911. I listened to it right before we came on here, so I was like,
Mm,
I didn't know we were going to want to talk about this or not. But I listened to
mm,
that 911 call. That was very hard to swallow.
wow, that's just crazy. Because I
She
mean, the
called
day it
to
happened,
warn.
hours it happened after it happened. I'm seeing messages from people who's, it was her mother who got shot. I mean, just different stuff that I'm seeing, and I'm like, dude, this is just crazy when it's in your city. So real quick, we're gonna have a moment of silence, y'all, for
Should we explain to
everything
our
that
listeners, because everybody may not be from the
well, I mean,
city,
okay, so
what we're
yeah,
talking
you know what?
about?
That's right. What we're talking about is there was a shooting in Louisville, Kentucky, um, this past Monday. What is that? The 10th, and it was a mass shooting, which is crazy because it was that shooting at the bank, which I think so far has killed like six people dead,
Something
and
like that.
8 people are still injured or something
Hmm.
like that, and but right up the street, roughly about 8-10 blocks up the road, it was another shooting.
Hmm.
um oh, and that's not even that's
I
that's
think there was
that's
a
like
third one.
there was a third one, yeah, because it was JCTC, whatever, Jefferson Community College. There was a shooting there. So I don't know what was going on Monday. I fear that if there was any connection between the three, that they won't tell us,
No.
simply to not scare the living bejesus out of people. Um, but yeah, man, I mean, Monday was just kind of wild.
And his
What?
mom, she got the information from his roommate, what he was planning to do. And she called 911, like, to warn, like, hey, my son. And she's like, and I don't know where he got the gun because we're not gun owners. And she was very afraid of what he may do. And she's on this call with the 911 dispatcher. And she's like, well, should I go down there? And the 911 lady goes, no, don't go down there. We've already gotten the call. She goes, oh my God, he's already down there. So he's done it already. So she's calling 911 trying to prevent it from happening, and finds out while she's
That
on with the
it
911
happened.
dispatch that it happened.
Wow.
Yeah, that one, my stomach sunk when I'm listening to that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and then now I'm hearing that they're trying to blame well, not blame, but they're saying that the family knew for 6 days that there were red flags at least 6 days before. And I had a whole conversation with somebody about that today, one of my customers, and I'm like, you know what? You can't. You I
Mm-mm.
mean, people. You got family members that say crazy, stupid stuff all the
And they
time.
don't do
You
it.
know what I mean? And they don't do it, or it's not even real, like it's a joke or whatever, right? People may have
Right.
family that's like that, and so you're not gonna call and get them locked up or picked up or
And it's
put in
nothing.
therapy, you, you know just because you hear that, right?
Right.
So how do you know for reals? Oh, there were red flags before. I mean, there's plenty of red flags. Probably the same things that was red flags before of stuff was probably stuff that happens in plenty of families. He said this. He reacted this way. He was mad. He was angry 6 days before, 5 days prior. He was being a loner or whatever. You know what I mean? And so I feel bad for the family too, the family of the shooter, because now they've got to go through and tell people this story over and over of why they didn't notice.
And
You know
she
what I
even
mean?
said
And
to the 911 dispatcher, she goes, well, he's not violent. He's not a violent person. So, she's even like, even after it's already happened, she's like, no, he's not a violent person. He would never do that. So you don't even want to believe, like, when your family member, someone that you know and love, and they
yeah,
don't exhibit this behavior regularly, like when they say stuff like that, you may not be like, no, they would never do that. And that's where mom was.
exactly. And so just a quick moment of silence for the families that have gone through this, that are dealing right now. My heart goes out, my prayers go out. Um, I'm speaking life into you all, and I'm just saying, it's hard to tell someone to keep their head up, but you can't fall into the whole, sunken place of, woe is me. You can't, and because the world needs you still. So, you know, uh, we appreciate you, and I'm just sorry for what you're going through right now. Moment of silence. All right, all right, all right. That was a moment of silence right there. Just a moment. I've never done that before. I don't know how long a moment is supposed to last, but I did want to reach for my plate, absolutely. Um, with that in mind, we're gonna go to commercial real quick, and then when we come back, then we're gonna talk about this 40-year-old version.
That
Right?
post was bananas. Did you read the
Yeah,
comments?
oh man, is it on your page?
It's not on my page, but I sent you a screenshot of it.
Where'd you send it to me?
I texted.
Oh, in message. Okay. All right. We'll talk about it here in a minute. We're gonna talk about this 40-year-old virgin that is looking, or this guy looking for a
Well, yeah, he's
40-year-old.
not a virgin. He's looking for a 40-year-old virgin.
Yeah, and he's looking for it on social media. It's ridiculous. Either way, we'll be right back, folks. It is No Panties After Dark.
Hey folks, check out healthdaddywow.net. 100% plant-based herbs and supplements. Whether you're in person or online, use the word tipping for 10% off. Remember, feel better, look great, healthdaddywow.net. Remember, healthdaddywow.net.
I don't need to sit at your table. We building one. We in the process of building a table. We building a table. I don't gotta sit at your table. I'm building my own table, and I will build you a table in the presence of your enemies.
No panties after dark. Your adult relationship, conversation, comprehension. Going where most won't. Speaking on things most don't. It's no panties after dark. We put the relations back into relationships.
All right, we are back. It's No Panties After Dark. Shortly coming up, we're gonna have our brothers from other mothers, brother Darryl, Party All Weekend Stevens from Hype Vision, as well as my other brother Rodney Cox. Well, I'm on the show. Just talk about the show real quick.
I was going to ask y'all, saw on y'all's flyer, y'all said wear your red. So, I got a little red something, for the party. But I'm looking at your t-shirt, and I need one of those. It's pink and black.
Oh, yeah. You know what? This was before. And see, the red affair came from, just the idea of creating, something that everybody could get into when it came to the actual premiere and stuff like that. We did it up in Atlanta, and man, very dope premiere. And I don't want to talk too much about it because we're gonna have him on and have the conversation then. But yeah, these shirts right here, they came about earlier on, and have definitely been a fun staple. That we might have some more. I think we got some more for sale. So
I need
yeah,
one of
so
those.
yeah, make sure
It
you
might
get
be
one.
my new No Pennies Off the Dark uniform.
I
No,
never
no.
know. I figured I would wear it because sometimes I sleep in this because it says Savage. You know what I
Make you
mean?
feel
So
sexy, don't it?
oh man, I sleep in this and then I just I go ham when it's time to lay me down to sleep. You know what I mean?
I can't with you.
I just
I might
become
need that.
savage.
That might be
And,
my new tour shirt.
ow,
Back
ow,
on tour.
ow, ow. Yeah. You know what I
Back
mean?
on tour. That might be my new tour shirt.
Exactly. Um, so we were talking about this. What is up with this? Okay, you gotta tell me what's up with this 40
Are you
year
good?
old virgin thing.
You want to read it, or you want me to pull it up?
Um, I tell you what, uh,
That
man, this
shit
shit.
was bananas.
Uh,
That post had me in a chokehold for a little bit. Um, it was. I think
yeah, go
even
ahead and
even your
jump
girl
into
Quisha got in on the action.
it. What you mean?
Quisha got in on that post too. Everybody was going in on that post.
So I mean, is it on the Is it on the dude's
It should be
page
on
or
his
something?
page. I took a screenshot of it and sent it to you. Should be on the dude's page.
Why
Hold
does
on.
Douglas Lattimore seem so familiar though?
I don't know.
Isn't that his name, Douglas
That's his
Lattimore?
name.
I think I'm a friend of his, Douglas Edward Lattimore.
Yeah.
Got Douglas Lattimore the second. I think that one was Douglas.
And
Uh,
he's got like about 5 pages.
oh yeah, here you go. Yeah, he
And
does.
it's
Why?
still on here and it's got 164 comments. This is crazy. And I ain't gonna hold you. I know I said this earlier, and it's
It
probably
says
real.
this one was what does it say? I am single with no children, currently dating. Is that what it is?
Yeah, so he reposted this post that says, "Let's stop glorifying single parenthood as if it's brag-worthy status. It's not, it's failure." So he reposted that and he reposted it with the caption that says, "I am single with no children currently, dating, looking for a wife to start a family. I prefer virginity."
Yeah. Let's take a look at this, y'all. Um. So yeah, and funny enough, there's a lot of people who jumped on this, and how do I
I
get to
can't believe we're
the
about to make
last
this guy a little, we're giving him a little bit of fame. But we got to talk about this. And I know this going to sound rude. I feel like he looked like a pimp named Slipback.
Now, what's interesting is that Dr. Kia Pruitt, who is a friend and is someone who I admire, awesome lady. She is someone who exemplifies um, femininity. She edifies it. She exudes femininity, and she's an awesome lady. Very just free spirited, just awesome, wonderful lady. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So this was her original post. Let's stop glorifying single parenthood as if it's brag-worthy status. It's not. It's failure. And I'll be honest. When I saw that, I was like, I don't necessarily agree. I mean, okay, I guess if you just bring it down to the letter, then maybe yes, it is failure, because that's that mistakes, right? People make mistakes.
Right, right.
So I guess in a sense, I look at it and I say, people make mistakes. If you got, three baby daddies, four baby daddies, it's not to say that you're a bad person. It just means you made some mistakes in your life. I
Mismanaged your
mean,
hot box.
some things happen. You made some
Yeah.
mistakes, and that's what it is. You don't fault people for making, mistakes unless they're still sitting in their mistakes. You know
Right.
what I
Unless
mean?
they're sitting here and was like, oh, this feels good. It's very toxic. It's
Yeah.
very, yeah.
You see a dude named Slipback,
A pink. Remember
a
from
pimp named
the
Slipback.
Boondocks? The
Yeah,
Boondocks.
but this is like Fox fur or some shit right here.
But you don't remember on the Boondocks of Pimp Named Slipback?
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying,
Oh,
bro.
you
Like,
know what? See, I
where,
said I was
where?
gonna be on good behavior tonight, and look at me. We are 50 minutes in, and I've already gone straight to hell.
Yeah, he got lots of
I've gone
friends.
straight to hell.
Put his
I'm
friends out
sorry,
there
Mr.
too.
Lattimore. That
Uh,
was so rude of me.
I'm friends with him too, apparently.
Oh, he's gonna hear about this.
um.
He's gonna flame us on social media, and we
Oh
probably
yeah,
deserve
absolutely, absolutely.
it. We
But I am single
absolutely
with no
deserve
children.
it.
Currently dating, looking for a wife to start a family. I prefer virginity. I mean, I put it this way: I'm not mad at his preferences and what he, but I'm just looking like is Facebook like the regular Facebook? They got a Facebook dating joint that you can
They
click on.
do. Okay, but
You know
see,
what I
this is
mean?
this is where it got interesting. This comment here that he left, and he said this post is not an attack on women. All goals and actions have either a success or a failure. It's not a character critique. I fully intend to marry a virgin. I'm not going to defend that stance, as he shouldn't have to. I love women and am attracted no matter what they do or say or their age. I find women become most beautiful by 40 and above when they have fully ripened or developed physically. I'm very attracted to women with and without children, but I'm going to marry who I want to marry. And you know what? And as you should, absolutely. But my question is, you prefer, you feel like women are their most beautiful by 40. Like, are you gonna find a 40-year-old virgin?
I don't know, but Dave
I mean,
Chappelle
but
said that
those
there's
are his
no.
feelings, and he is 1,000% entitled to feel that way. You marry who you want to marry and what you prefer.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm not mad at them for that. My thing is just like, do you put it out there on social media like that for real, for real? And that's what I'm kind of wondering. Is this real or is this like a joke or what? I mean, it kind of seems like it's real just judging by the comments and whatnot. But
People were really up in
someone said,
arms, and I think
yeah,
that
it's not
they were up in
failure. It's just for
arms.
the weak.
Right, but if you read the comments, they were really up in arms by the original post by Dr. Kia Pruitt, and I think that that's like, so what he put. Nobody was really up in arms about like what his stance on it. They were really up in arms about what
The
she
actual
said, and
post.
it looks
Well,
like
that's
maybe
that's because we as a people always get distracted.
right,
We we do that. First we supposed to be working on separate but equal, and then we end up focusing on voting rights. So we get distracted often. It's been happening for many years. But with that in mind, I get it. It I mean, to the letter, I guess it is failure because no one sets out to be a single
right.
parent.
And
That
like,
that
who
wasn't the
chooses
plan.
that? Well, you know what? It is some
Yeah,
people. Let me walk that back. There are people out there who do choose that, and those are those women that go after, saying like the ballers, and he got money. I want to be his baby mama so I can be taken care of. There are people out there that chooses that, but like the regular schmegular
yeah.
people like you and I, like
Yeah,
it's
we'll,
not
we'll
what we want
say
for our life.
the
Yeah,
majority out here that ends up as a single
that was not the
parent,
plan.
that wasn't the plan. Exactly. That was not the plan. So I mean, when a plan doesn't work, then what do you call it?
A
It failed.
failure. A
Right? It
failure.
failed. It doesn't mean that you're a failure. He's not saying, or she's not saying that you are a failure. But
But
at the same
don't
time,
brag on
stop
your failure.
glorifying it.
Right.
Stop glorifying it as if it's the shit snizzle. Like that's the way to
It's
be. No,
not.
it's not.
And you know what?
And
And we're
that's
gonna keep it
where,
all the way real. I'm a single mom. I have 3 children that I take care of by myself. I work 2 jobs, and I'm over here, and this shit gets the fuck done. Out nowhere will I ever glorify that shit because shit's hard. I have 3 kids.
yeah, it's
Everybody's in at
difficult.
least
It's hard.
Yeah, everybody's in at least 2 activities, and I'm responsible for getting everybody from point A to point B and where they need to be and attending all functions. There have been times where I needed to be in 2 places at one time. Don't ask me how I did it, but I was in 2 places at the exact same time because the kid here needed me and the kid there needed me, and I was there for both. So, you know, and I would never say that that is a brag worthy thing. It's like, no, sometimes I do pat myself on the back, like, hey, how did you do that?
I mean, it's something that you can say, yeah, you know, good job
like,
about,
you're a bad man.
but
I wouldn't brag
it's
on
not. Yeah, it's nothing to brag about, and see I see where Dr. Key is going, because when you start bragging on that stuff, this is the whole thing with the music industry right now. You know, women glorifying all the wrong things. You know what I mean? Like they rag on the city girls and whatnot and all the bullshit that they talk about in music, but they're all in relationships or whatever, right? You know, they all got something going on relationship wise, and so it's kind of messed up when with respect to that, because you know that's just music, it's entertainment, but people out here really like following that shit, and a lot of people don't realize how it's messing with them subconsciously, to where they're following actions of stupidity without even realizing it. You know what I mean? And this is what we end up with. We end up with people glorifying single parenthood like that's the way to go. So now you got a generation of kids that right now don't want you got people getting married less now. They're not trying to get married. So, you know, you're gonna have.
Do you think that
like
his approach to marrying a virgin will, you know, change the outcome of that, you think?
I just would never post anything about what I'm looking for, you know, on like Facebook, like regular like that. But I'm not mad at him, you know, that's him. He does what he does. But I mean, you know, there's always repercussions for actions, right? So these comments
like I'm sitting here thinking now, like I'm sure there's gonna be a post about you and I from him after somebody lets him know that we said all of this shit. There's gonna be.
I mean, but we ain't saying nothing bad. I mean, you know, we're not saying nothing bad, and you know, I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not mad at him. You know, I just would never do that.
Right. We all have our preference.
Kind of wild.
Entitled to that.
Yeah, and it's kind of wild. But looking for a wife to start a family, I prefer Virginia. Listen, there are arranged marriages out there, and plenty of us will look at that and be like, oh, that's crazy or whatever. But it's a normalcy in that culture, right? So maybe wherever he's from, then that's a normalcy in his culture to just post on social media that I'm
hung up right there.
I told you that it's like that's a fox or something, a fox skin or something. Like this is his backyard, you know. It's just like the back porch.
I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you.
I'm just saying, like, you know.
I'm not doing this with you.
It's just the back porch, you know.
I was not doing
this. I'm just saying, you know. I mean, everybody decorates however they want to decorate. You know what I mean? You know. I don't get it. This is the front porch, like, you know what I mean? This is the back porch.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Front porch.
I had a little herbal refreshment before we came on, and now I got the giggles. I ain't gonna be able to cut it off.
Just saying, you know? Front porch.
We're not doing this.
Back
We're
porch.
not doing this. We're not really doing this. We're not really doing this.
Nah, he's actually good peoples though. He's out here trying to do a lot of positive stuff in the community. And as you can see, he works at the Lattimore School of Language. So with that in mind, he's out here doing some stuff here, and he's looking for, you know, I mean, I put it to, you know, I mean, when I got married, I was looking for a wife, you know, to start a family. When I started dating, you know, her, I was looking, you know, I personally am one, I don't go into dating just dating frivolously, you know. I mean, I've had plenty of frivolous sex, but when it comes to actually seeing someone multiple times and such, that's, you know, I'm looking to check you out and see if you're somebody that I have the potential of investing my time into, you know. And
I was on that for a little bit, but now it's summer. We back on tour. I'm dating everybody. I'm not sleeping with everybody. We already know. We've talked about my whole facts, but it's definitely a get in, get out situation. We you know, since it's the, you know, the one night only I'm from out of town tour.
you about as bad as Brother Lattimore
One night only
broadcasting.
I'm from out of town. You got one night to convince me that it should be a second night. And no, we ain't having sex. You know, I was supposed to see somebody this weekend. I was supposed to, and like when I made it very clear that I was not going to have sex, he didn't show up. I was like, well, you just weeded yourself out, buddy.
Well, I tell you, you know. I'll tell you what, let's see here. We got our guys coming up here shortly.
We just had a knock on the door.
We did. It's all good. It's all good. Just waiting for the other knock to come on through. But here, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and jump into commercial real quick, and then when we come back, we're gonna introduce our brothers from other mothers. It's the Hype Vision crew, that family right there. We're gonna talk about this new film, Savage, that they have, which is right now on tour, premiering in Louisville, Kentucky. So we'll talk about that here shortly, and we'll be right back. It is No Panties After Dark.
No panties after dark. Your adult relationship conversation. Going where Muslims, speaking on things Muslims. It's no panties after dark. We put the relations back into relationships.
All right. We are back with NPAD, No Panties After Dark, your relationship conversation congregation. We put the relations back into relationship. So I tell you what, I definitely want to. I can't say enough about these brothers that we about to bring up, right? Because I don't know. I mean, I put it this way: I met them some years ago, and when I saw them behind the, when I saw them in action, at that moment I was like, okay, these brothers are serious. This is real shit. Like they not playing out here. This is like they for reals are serious. You know, I saw professionalism, and then at the same time I saw like where this professionalism could go, and I was like, yo, I'm sold. These is my guys. I'm rocking with them. I think Rodney, I first met him on like a set somewhere, something like that. But either way, man, I just want to go ahead and bring out these brothers. It's the good peoples for the party all weekend, Mr. Rodney Cox. It's all about Hype Vision Studios family. Welcome to No Panties After Dark. How you doing there, brothers?
All right, what's up?
What's going on? Oh man, hey, look, that set that Rodney is at, it looks very familiar. If y'all ever go check out any of his social media quips and such, then you'll definitely see that set right there, and he uses it often in a lot of his stuff that he's doing. So
yeah, I'm still waiting on me and Rodney. We're supposed to be doing some duets. I'm still waiting on this TikTok duet, but I'm looking like now I really feel left out. Like, where is my Savage t-shirt? I need one.
Yeah.
I feel left out.
I told him we got some more for sale, man. We're gonna make sure you get one. We're gonna make sure you get one.
To make it cute for me.
I think we left them in Georgia. I think Party got those. I think.
Yeah, I do. Yep, I got the shirts.
Well, are you bringing them with you this weekend?
I got you. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna text you my size. Look, I'm gonna text him my size like I got his number.
Once the size fits out, don't worry about the size. You get what you get.
Well, we'll just discuss it tied up and all that shit. So.
Yeah, I think Party's number is 502-555-5555. I think that's what his number is.
Well, mine's a 777-9311.
Hey,
that's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, so look, welcome, brothers. I appreciate y'all coming on and doing this, because we get to chop it up and make some nice little short videos down the road. Good stuff. So let's just jump into it. We got, y'all are Hype Vision. First and foremost, let's talk about Hype Vision. Okay. I feel like if I remember correctly, there was two different names and y'all merged them together. What was those two different names? Who had what?
You want me? Oh, okay. So yeah, we did have two different studios when we first met. Rodney's was Rhythm Vision, and mine's was Hype Man Studios. And that was around the time we was working on Frat House and some other short films. And then after Frat House came out, or maybe right before Frat House came out, Rod hit me and was like, "Yo, let's we should combine. You know what I mean? And join forces." And that's what we did. So
came together and created Voltron. That's what I'm talking about.
yeah, Voltron. Yeah.
This was it. There you go. So let me ask you this now. Party, you are from well, I mean, before Atlanta, it was Louisville, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm from a lot of different places, honestly.
I think Detroit.
I'm trying to figure out where I'm from myself, but yeah, I'm originally from Detroit. Wow. And I was in the military. I was a military kid, and we traveled around a lot. And I joined the military later on, but I lived in Illinois for some time, and went to college out there. Then I came to Louisville. And yeah, I actually started my film career in Louisville, so it's a big time hometown for me, for sure. And then I moved to the A. I came to the A about 2 years.
Yeah. Okay. And always repping the Ville, and definitely, obviously, even in looking through social media, your heart is here in the Ville, most definitely, because he's always repping the Ville. Rod, you are also in the military as well, right?
Yes, the Marines and Army Reserves. So I was in both branches.
Got you. And you born and raised, homegrown, like somebody planted a seed in Louisville, and then the tree grew.
Yes, I was actually conceived in Victory Park. My mom and dad. Yeah, that's where I was conceived at. Yeah. It's a long story. We won't dive into that right now.
I just
it looks like they already did dive into it.
Y'all about to get me started back up again. See.
Yeah, they look like parents already dived into it, and that's how you got here. So, that is what's up. Never heard that one so thus far. Funny stuff. So when we talk about, now we got Hype Vision, we combined, it was Rhythm Vision, Hype Man Studios, y'all connected, created Voltron. How has it been since y'all have actually come together and connected? Do you think that the accomplishments of today would be the same if y'all were doing things separately on your own?
Man, that's a really good question. I don't think so. No, I think with me and Rod, it's definitely your peanut butter, your jelly. Like it just meshes really well. Like, and I would say, like, with Rod, I first came to him about this idea that I had for a house party type movie, and of course I showed him the script. You know what I mean? And he was basically just like, man, this shit sucks. Can I cuss?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you can cuss as much as you want.
The name of the show is No Panties After Dark.
The show is called No Panties.
Yeah. You can Monique all you want right now. Just cuss. It doesn't even have to be funny. Just cuss. That you just Monique all day.
Oh, is that what she was on? I didn't see her special yet, so that's what she was on.
Yeah. Don't go watch this special, unless you want to kill yourself.
That's what friends do. We watched it so that you don't have to.
Okay, exactly. Thank y'all for that. I appreciate it.
Don't say I ain't never did nothing for you.
Nice.
But yeah, so like he was just like, man, this shit sucks. You know what I mean? So I really didn't come from the film world. Like I'm a DJ. I'm coming from the night.
But hold on real quick. Let me ask you this. When he said it, was he over the phone or was he in person?
That's a good question. I can't remember, honestly. It was so long ago. I think it was over the phone. We was like, it was after we first met. I showed him the script, and we talked on the phone and shit like that. But
so did he chuckle while he was saying it? Like, could you hear the smile, or he was just like, bro, this is fucking terrible?
he didn't chuckle at all. He was dead ass. But I would say he definitely let it be known, like, you need to work on this shit. You know what I mean? And he gave me some really good advice. He was like, you need a good, like, bad guy, good antagonist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the original script I had, it was just a lot of partying, a lot of ass shaking, and there was really no, like, story, no plot.
Gotcha.
So yeah, he really helped me out with that. So, man, we've been gelling ever since. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, So let me ask you: do you have that original script still?
Oh man, hell no, I don't. Nah.
I'm just saying, like, it sounds like a good script for, like, a video or something. Music. I mean, you say there's a lot of ass shaking, like a whole Instagram script. That's what it sounds.
So for me, like I got into film accidentally. Like I said, I was a DJ, so I was doing mixtapes, and I started adding skits to my mixtapes, and so that's kind of where the whole idea of Fry House came from. So the mixtapes was just like skits, you know what I mean? Like it had a storyline, but it was super simple. Two friends go to a house party, have some fun, and then they go home. You know what I mean? And so that's what I presented to Rod, and Rod was like, "Nah, this ain't it, cuz. This ain't it, bro."
Okay, so what did that force you to do? Like, did you go back and come back with something new, or did Rod get involved and say, listen, you know, like, I'm gonna help you write this? Like, how did that go?
I went back to the drawing board. It just forced me to be even more creative and be like, okay, like, what can we do here? What can we add? And honestly, like, I'm thankful for it, because that helped spawn kind of the storylines that we got going on right now, with certain elements like trill pills and cartels and all type of stuff. So yeah, you know what I mean? And Rod is really good on set. Like, we'll be on set when we was doing Frat House. You know, he'll have an idea. He'd be like, yo, it'll be funny if we did it like this, so we do it like that. You know what I mean? So like, I really appreciate that. Well, yeah, it allowed me to just be more creative, and tap into more writing. So I love writing now. Like, I'm in love with it. I'm all in it. Like, I'm 1,000% in.
Now let's look at that. You love writing. So fast forward, you've actually retired from DJing to focus more on the film career, right?
Yeah, yep. And I got your message too. I'm trying to fix the little feedback. But yeah, man, I retired coming into this year. I'm still DJ party all weekend. People will still hit me from time to time, like, hey, can you rock at my little lounge? I'm like, nah, man, I'm Hollywood now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm like totally into the film side, the film career. I'm thankful when I did move to Atlanta, I was able to tap in and DJ at some lounges, some clubs and stuff like that, like 2 Chainz's lounge and stuff. But the real reason why I moved here was to help elevate Hype Vision. You know what I'm saying? And the film career. And I wanted to get back to that. So
now let me ask you a question.
I'm retired.
Okay, that's what's up. Now let me ask you a question. You said 2 Chainz Lounge. Is that the joint that's down there near the area that we go to?
Yeah. So yeah, where the Fin and Feathers is like literally like a couple of clubs down from that. Yep.
Yeah. It's got the big yellow words on it, I think, right?
Yeah, it should say Esco. Yep.
Yeah.
I was there. Okay. Yep. I was there every Friday night and rocking out.
I thought that the joint that remember when we had Sasha Renee and everything, and we were supporting her, and I got us all into that one club that my peoples had. I thought that was 2 Chainz spot right there, or one of his spots.
It probably was. Yeah. He got like multiple locations. Locations. But when was that? That was like 20. That's like 2018,
2019 or 18, something like that.
18.
That was a minute ago, so that could have been. You know what I'm saying? I think.
Yeah.
Originally, I think 2 Chainz started with the Pink Trap House. I forgot what it was called, and then of course he put all that into the Trap Museum. So he ain't even got the Pink Trap House no more. I don't know if y'all remember that part where he had like a pink trap house and shit. Yeah, so yeah. It
I'm coming down there in like 2 weeks, and my friend that I'm coming down with was like, "We gotta go to the Trap Museum."
You do?
Oh yeah.
That's a whole nother spot right there, and definitely, you know, and that was part inspiration right there, wasn't it?
You know, I would say the cool thing about having that connection with the Trap Museum was us being able to get King into the movie. You know what I'm saying? I know we'll probably touch on that a little later, but yeah, like just having that connection there. Matter of fact, this all happened. No, that was when we met somebody else. We met T.I.'s manager. Okay. Yeah. Well, he was with me. Rodney was with me, and you know we were just in the place, and you know people be there.
I mean, exactly, and that's the dope thing about Atlanta. That's the dope thing about big cities in general. Because I know being from Miami, so many celebrities I got to, you know, slap hands with, holla at, take pictures with. I remember my boy is a big fan of KRS-One, and years ago I'm coming out the hotel on Miami Beach, and KRS-One and his wife is coming out, and I went up to him and was able to call my boy up and let him talk to KRS-One, and then he signed a poster and I sent it to my homie. And it was just like, you know, and that's like a normalcy in big cities. And definitely when it comes to Atlanta, it's like that as well. So being in the place to be is just a matter of just going out in Atlanta, and you run into people you need or want to deal with in the industry. So that's dope stuff right there. So let's talk about it. You know, fast forward, we got Savage film going on right now. You know, it was filmed in
Atlanta, ATL.
Atlanta, exactly. Give us because we're gonna show the clip here, but give us an idea of what Savage is all about. How did you end up writing something like this? Because it's comedic, but it's serious at the same time, which you know, I feel like you guys always have a bit of comedy involved in film, with different things that you write, but this is definitely something that's real serious.
Yeah, that's a good question. I would say definitely there's a character in Savage that we wanted to like explore more, have some more fun with. And low-key, shout out to Cardi B, because she was kind of an inspiration for this particular story. There was some stuff that came out with Cardi B in her pre-famous years, you know what I'm saying, that she got involved with when it comes to drugging men, basically, you know what I'm saying. So I would say that was a huge inspiration right there. I was like, wow, that is wild, you know what I mean? I think that'd be a cool storyline. But I would say Savage is definitely one of the darkest films that we probably have worked on. Even though it does have comedy in there, it's dark comedy, you know what I mean? And a lot of that didn't really come until like after we shot the movie, and it just kind of came from that. Like that's just what it was, you know what I mean? So shout out to the whole team, you know, because the whole team was involved in making it what it is. Like, you know, it's not just comedy, it's not just thriller. You got a little bit of sexiness, you know, that got twists and turns in there, and it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun writing it for sure.
Absolutely, and it was a lot of fun filming it. You know, being in the mix, filming that. You know, I love. I mean, I don't know. I can't talk about it enough, but just love. You know what it is that we do when it comes to this. Then tell us just a little bit about what this is about, and then we'll go ahead and show the clip if that's cool with y'all.
Hey, that's cool with me. Yeah. All right, you wanna tackle that one?
Bro, I've been sipping on tequila, bro.
Oh shit!
That's why I'm kind of like, yeah. The thing about filming itself is not even work for us. It's like we get to go play. We get to play make believe and tell our stories. So that's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what anytime we get on set is about. To me, it's like really therapeutic. It's like I need it. I can film every single day if we could, and that's what we would do. I promise you. And I feel like we in rap to do that to a degree, to where we can just go film and tell our stories and just have fun.
Absolutely. Good stuff right there. So let's go ahead and go ahead.
I was gonna say, in the piggyback off what Rob was saying, yeah, like it literally is. It's a playground. Like it is a playground for us. We have a lot of fun, and so for Savage, to kind of summarize it a little bit, it's basically about this couple who brings this beautiful woman home for a night of fun. You know, they little playtime or whatnot. And as soon as they get inside the house, things turn left and things go deadly. Well, that's basically the quickest way I could describe the movie.
Got you. So, you know, without further ado, I definitely want to show you guys this trailer. There's actually a couple trailers. It looks like there's a couple trailers out here. I'm gonna start with let's see, with one, and then we might jump into another one. real quick. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a peek at this and see what we're working with. Let's see here. Share the audio, and yeah, here we go. All right, so this is A Fun Night Turns Deadly, the official trailer for Savage, a dark comedy thriller about a couple who brings a beautiful woman home for some fun. However, once inside, things turn deadly and fast. Who will survive? Come take the red pill. And as we just did, premiered in Atlanta, March 23rd. So I want to, also after we look at the premieres, I want to let everybody know where some of the seriousness of this is, because we're kind of bringing light to some issues when it comes to human trafficking as well.
Yes.
So let's take a look at this.
Let's go.
I just seen like this before. Okay. I never had the woman relationship be the one to hear that. She's usually the man lying about not being in.
Electrics and all that. Well, I do.
So, what made y'all want to have a threesome?
Shit. I want to see this shit.
I do too.
I want to see all of her.
Okay, so you just a freak, huh? You think you ready for this kind of company?
Tiffany, are you alright? I thought this was your idea.
This is my idea. Don't you forget that.
I'm sorry. I thought I was helping you turn.
This is my home. Then you walk after me. Remember your place.
I call these motherfuckers tree appeals. You hear me?
The mask off. Get the lips ready.
That's when this shit really pop off now. I mean, because
Were you laughing, Joe?
Bro, like, bro. I mean, I'm laughing, and the reason why I'm laughing is because, like, watching this again, I like every time I feel like I see the trailer, I appreciate it even more, because now I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, this is as good as any trailer to any top-notch produced film out here. And I mean, because once you kind of like are in the film industry, then you see things differently when you look at movies, when you look at trailers, when you look, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of a tough situation, because now, when I'm looking at movies, I'm like, oh, they messed up right there. You see that? Did you see that? And I'm pausing it, I'm rewinding it, I'm messing it up for everybody, because I see stuff that the regular eye doesn't see now. But even when I'm sitting here looking at the trailer, and I'm like, oh, so they let that voiceover still play as this next scene go. Dog, the editor was dope. Like, I'm just sitting there like, man, that was just vicious. But so, I mean, how do y'all feel after this coming out? Like, how does it feel at this point?
I'll let you take that on Raw first.
I feel like I'm ready to get back in the lab. I evaluated what we did, and I think we overachieved, but at the same time, I know we can do better. So, you know what I'm saying? We coming. That's how I feel. I feel like we're going to do even better the next time, and that's what we've been doing, is evolving and keep improving and telling our stories. And I'm in love with Savage. Hey. I think the people going to love it.
It's like a dope Jay-Z album. It's like Jay-Z's career. Like with Jay-Z's career, you've seen the progression. Like he went from here to here, and you can see the actual progression. So that's what has happened here. But at the same time, bro, you know, the last several, you know, flicks have been dope.
Yeah.
You know, we're not just talking about Savage, but name a couple that were done before this.
Oh shoot, we got Black Coffee, we got Face Mask, we got Technicolor, we got Wives of Louisville, you know, just to name a few. And you know, and we've been growing and progressing, like Joe said. You know, that's what we want to show the people. We want to show the people, like, all right, cool. If you saw Frat House first, dope. You know what I mean? Like, we appreciate that. But we want to show people to grow from Frat House to now. And
well, you sold out 3 viewings this week.
Yes, thankfully. Yes.
You sold out 3 times. Added the 4th. I was so like, wow, I'm not gonna get to go. I didn't know about it till like too late, and it was already sold out. I was like, so I'm glad you guys added the 4th one.
Yeah. Like, you know, shout out to Louisville, man. Like, showing the love, like that's really dope, man. And so we just want to show people something fresh, something new, you know, something original. There's a whole lot of like reboots going on and stuff, and but we want to do something new and fresh, man. Have fun with it. And Joe, to your point, shout out to our boy CJ, because CJ cut that trailer up for us so nicely. He did his thing, like he did his thing on that one. And it doesn't reveal too much, but you know, we just want people to just be entertained. Yes, we do tap into some serious issues, some key issues, like Joe was saying, like human trafficking and stuff like that. But it's definitely told in a creative way. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what we want to do. We definitely want our films to make people laugh and entertain them, but we want them to think and be aware of the world around them for sure. So that's one thing I'm excited about with Savage, showing it to Louisville, especially because we shot Frat House in Louisville. So to be able to come back to the Ville and show this movie is like, hey, you know, if you've seen Frat House, you're gonna really rock with this one because it's gonna be like some little Easter eggs here and there from Frat House. Exactly. So you'll see some little clues and stuff like that, man. Just having fun with it.
And absolutely, and that's what's dope is you're creating a world, and it's the party world, right?
Yes, the party world. Yes. Okay, yeah. So I'm glad you brought that up. Yes, the party world is the series of films, the continuity. It is start in Frat House, and we're continuing that story here in Savage. And Savage itself leads to our next big feature film, Trill Summer. And the overall plot about these stories is it is revolving around some type of party. I don't want to give too much away in Savage, but in Savage, they do mention a club and stuff like that. So, but it all revolves around a party. But the party is just the bells and whistles. There's definitely something deeper going on behind the scenes, and it all comes to fruition a little later on down the road. So that is in itself the party world, and those was the mixtapes that I did back in 2015. I saw somebody had a question about the inspiration of Savage.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yes, okay. Y'all want us to go ahead and answer that right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so like I said, Cardi B, she had she went viral a few years ago for something in regards to her previous lifestyle, and she basically was like, yeah, you know, me and my girls used to take men to hotels, drug them, and rob them. You know what I mean? So that just was like a crazy story to me. I'm like, yo, what? That's wild. Like, so that was a big key inspiration behind it, and bringing in a character that we got from Trill Summer, having fun with her, and kind of just diving deeper into like who she is and all that. I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, like we want to explore this one character a lot, and that's what we do in Savage.
Absolutely. And so that's kind of what's dope, is that, you know, one thing connects to the other, which connects to the other, which connects to the other. There's a whole world that's being created here, and everything is connecting. So I think that's pretty dope with respect to that. And bringing to light the whole human trafficking thing, I think that's dope as well. You know, I can't wait. Now, here's something that's interesting. As much as Savage was its own short film, right? It also was in a sense was something that was created for a special kind of people with certain type of pockets to look at, right?
Yes. To answer your question, yes.
So this was.
Man, we definitely want to entice people with the big pockets for sure. You know what I mean? Like we try to reel them in and show them what's up. Because these movies, man, movies are not cheap. Movies aren't cheap, man, and it definitely costs money to do what you got to do. Now we get it out the mud, so we know how to work with a shoestring budget, but we definitely need them coins. So we definitely want to just encourage people like, hey, get behind us, support us, and rock with the wave before the wave takes off. You know what I mean? So yeah, like we definitely even the screening on Saturday. For those who's going to come, you'll see the presentation that we got. We want to show you all where we've been, where we are, and where we're planning to go. And we want to take everybody with us. So, we definitely need the money, the moolah.
Yeah. So there are some, the way that this was said, I'm laughing at myself because I think my page is like freezing up for some weird reason. Shout out to Spectrum for being dumb. But
I had an outage last night.
Man, and I was good right up until like 10 minutes ago. But with that in mind, and when I say it, this is why I further, look at the genius behind this, because it was a situation to where this was not only saying, okay, we're gonna do what we do and make this short film, but at the same time, let's go ahead and create something to entice investors, because the goal is to get to, and this is another part of the party world, that Trill Summer film, right? So let's create something that everybody can love and enjoy, but at the same time, let's make sure that they know this is where we're trying to go, and we get the right people in the building to view that and understand that as well. And so that's where those Easter eggs, like you said, are in there, letting people know, like, hey, grab this egg. Oh, look, it's leading me somewhere. Ooh, look at the big golden goose right here. You know what I mean? So that's it was kind of genius. I don't even know if I've seen too much out there in the industry when it comes to that. Was that idea in and of itself, was that something that came from somewhere else? Did you see somebody else, another production house do this and then say, you know what, this is we're gonna follow that, or was this just all Hype Vision ideas?
Man, look, I'll say like this. I'm a huge comic book nerd, so I love the Marvel films, man. I love the what they call the MCU. And honestly, that was the inspiration for me when I started the mixtapes. I was watching those movies and I was like, oh, this would be cool. Now, I already started the mixtapes before I started watching the Marvel movies. But when I started watching the Marvel movies, I was like, okay, I'm going to do the same thing. So I just would study it and watch it and just kind of take in some inspirations, and was like, okay, let's bring that when we started doing the films. That was always, and I think I told Rod this when we first met, like that was always the goal, was to tell this interconnected story, but do it in a way to where it's like it's not beating over your head. It's subtle, but it connects. You know what I'm saying? So I would say shout out to Marvel, man. That's where that inspiration really came from, to tell these interconnected stories. And I told myself, like, yo, I don't think there's ever, because Marvel is a comic book studio. But I was like, it would be cool to do this for like a comedy type of universe or a comedy type of world or a comedic type of world. You know what I'm saying? Where everything connects. And now you kind of see that with like stuff like Power and what 50 Cent's doing with Power and Book 2 and Ghost and all of that and Tone and what's the one with Tommy? I can't think of that one. But you see him trying to do that too. But you know, I think we doing it a little bit better. That's just me personally. But yeah, like shout out to MCU. We just want to basically, man, just tell the story, have people interest, and do something different while paying homage to those that came before, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So,
and yeah, Ron told you when we first met, I was like, bro, I want to tell this whole story. You know what I mean?
And that's what we did. We structured pretty much what we wanted to do. What he said he wanted to do, I said we gonna do it, and we've been doing it ever since.
Yeah, facts.
That's what's up. So, I post in the chat, you know, anybody from YouTube to wherever, y'all can go click and check out Hype Vision Studios on social media, on Facebook there as well. You can see some of a lot of the progression of things through the years, and just, you know, check it out. Some good stuff, because you'll find things. I mean, there's so much stuff that, I mean, man, Technicolor, you know what I mean? Like, we can't even talk about everything that's been done, but there's so much dope stuff that's out here that is you know, y'all gonna, with what my brother just said, either you know, you might want to jump on the wave now, because it's about to take off, and you know, you don't want to be sitting there looking like, oh man, I you know, I should have supported them way back when. You know, nah, you wanna jump on it now. I want to read y'all something before we get out of here. I just kind of came across this. I think it was dope, and let's just, as a matter of fact, I'll just show it to everybody. But this is something. This was posted 2020. We were filming. This was Face Mask, right? And so always remember, it's your life, your vision. Be as intentional as you want about what you want. Life is sweeter when you create it yourself. This was just, you know, it's some dope stuff that went on back then. Exactly. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, this stuff is gonna be classic. Like, in the next few years, it's just gonna be some real classic stuff where, like, I can see this right here getting put in a frame. You know,
that's hard right there, though.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. But it's just funny, because I'm sitting there. I just typed in Hype Vision and then, you know, came across some of this stuff. But yeah, y'all definitely want to jump in.
Hey, look, that's one of my favorite videos right there, man. With the song. Yeah, that's a dope video, man.
My security, none of them bitches hanging in me. I'm be so cold, just trying to.
I think it's freezing up.
My hella loud, yeah. I should be hella loud, yeah. I throw it in the crowd, yeah. My shit be hella loud, yeah. Yo, niggas don't like me, but he respected. Want to mix that we wild with the hit. Don't know how them people they a couple Grammy shots. Talk that talk, cause I walk that walk. Niggas better watch my shoes. Keep following me wherever I go. Cause you must know I got the news. Bar boss with the paint job. 4G Auto with the shoes. It's CM with the 6-pack. Baby daddy to your boo. I can't for lately, can you hear me? Can't get my new number to my baby, can you hear me? Got too much security, none of them bitches can't near me. My mink be so furry, just trying to get me home. Might be hella loud, yeah. Hella loud, I throw it out, can you hear me? Hella loud.
That's dope.
None of a niggas ever hit that. Because I got
There you go, Kyle, right there. That's that Spectrum.
Hey, he still got my hat, man. He still got my Louisville hat. You know, I ain't no copper, but when I used to manage Baby Dollars, and the police just went ahead and gave me handcuffs and a Louisville police hat. It was weird.
That is hilarious. Hey Joe, that reminded me of something, man. Like one thing we definitely like to do is give a good set experience. Like we want you when you come on our set, we want you to like it's a party. We lit, we having fun. In that one particular video, Joe, he handled the refreshments for us. We had the weed on the table. I don't know if y'all saw the weed on the table, but
I saw that.
You know what I'm saying? We had little edibles. You know what I mean? Another set, I think it was the Wives of Louisville set. We literally had a bowl of weed right there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody smoked it, but it was there. So like we like to give a good experience, you know. And even the Savage set, some people from Atlanta that was working on the film, they was like, man, this is dope. Like we never been on a set like this. Like the food was on point, the vibes, the energy. We just want to have fun. Like it's, you know, that's kind of experience you want to give folks for sure.
Yeah. So, and that's our story, and we're sticking to it. Nobody smoked that bowl of weed. But yeah. Yeah, it's just decoration. Nobody got high in the making of this film. But yeah, so you know, and so y'all definitely when y'all see castings come out, and especially when you see castings from Hype Vision, you definitely want to come out, because if anything outside of, you know, getting some dollars in your pockets for being a cast member, you will have fun as well. So, you know, don't be afraid to come out when we do these castings. But I just want to say, you know, from here, as Savage is doing what it's doing, because a lot of people think, well, you know, you just make these films, you know, well, you know, what do you do with them? You know, so a lot of people don't understand the run, right? There's a run with these films, and that's the reason why, like right now, there's a reason why you can't go to YouTube and see the whole film. You can't go to any of the streaming sites right now and see the film, because it's got a run. So just tell them about that run real quick before we get out of here.
Joe Spectrum is fucking you up over there.
I thought he was doing it on purpose.
He's glitching.
Yeah, it done took one of your eye out, bro. Like one of your eyes was missing and everything, bro.
I was like, I said, okay, maybe that I had a little bit too much pregame, and I might be a little bit lit. Or
oh man. Shout out to Spectrum, bro. That's that top tier.
Spectrum is fucking you up, bro.
Hey, I might as well just have fun with it now.
That top tier, man. I can say, as far as the right, you want to touch this one real quick?
Either one. You can go ahead. I'm chilling. Joe is crazy.
Joe, I'm looking at this nigga like this.
Normally we play a drinking game. I know.
Like,
well, Rodney's been here a few times. We play a drinking game. Every time Joe makes me do this, like we take a drink. Everybody who's watching is drunk by the end of the show.
Oh, y'all should have told me. I would have grabbed a little bottle or something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, next time you come, normally we drink, but I'm stepping out after this, so I ain't want to drink on the air, you know. But normally we drink, so you'll come back and yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get fucked up for sure. and look, I was gonna say, as far as the run, so like we're trying to play the long game with this film in particular. We
we do have options to put it on streaming sites, and I'm laughing at the comments. We do have options to put it on streaming sites and to do all of that, but you know, we want to one, build an audience, and two, get that big money. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we are looking to do film festivals as well. We don't want to just make this and just put it straight on like Tubi and all of that. Yeah, we can do that. And shout out to Tubi for making that platform. But we do got Firehouse on Tubi, so go check that out.
There's other products that are out there on streaming sites, and so I guess I just wanted to, you know, help people understand that it's not about making it and just strictly putting it straight to the streaming sites. It's about building an audience, and in this case, showcasing to investors just the same as we build the audience. And then because there's film festivals and everything else that these films get submitted to, and then after all of that, the run, as I call it, is done, then we go ahead and put it on the streaming platforms and such, right?
Exactly. Yes. You got it. And to kind of chime in, I wanted to say this earlier, but I forgot. For the longest time, because Joe, I know you asked, like, it's dope how Savage is like this own thing, but it's teeing up something else. For the longest time, even behind scenes, like me, Joe, Rod, you know, we wouldn't even call it a short film. We was calling it like a trailer. All right, like this is really a trailer for our next film. We recently just started calling it a short film, just so people can kind of wrap their heads around what it was they was watching. But for the longest time, it was really a trailer, and that's really what it is. It's a trailer for our next film. Where'd Joe go? He just
I like that. I think his Spectrum was fucking him up. So I'm really excited to watch this film. Like I said, I missed the first 3 showings, so I'm glad that you guys added the 4th one down to the happy endings on Saturday. I'm gonna be in the building. Bring me a t-shirt. I'm gonna bring my leggings. Bring me a t-shirt so I can know.
Yep, I got you. We're gonna take them shots. We're gonna take them shots at happy endings.
We're definitely doing shots.
Definitely.
We're definitely doing shots. Rodney owes me a few shots anyway.
Yeah, I do. I do. Okay.
You owe me a few shots. I'm coming to collect.
Cool, I got you.
The aggressiveness.
Damn, I can't say no.
Niggas know
no,
where
but
you
know
gonna be.
what? Last time, and we're going to happy endings. Last time I was down to the happy endings, Joe and I were doing a panel. I couldn't even finish the panel because I had too much happy ending the night before. So it's always a vibe, and it's gonna be fun.
Nice.
Hey, see, that's what's up.
Hey, well, you know, shout out to, you know, y'all brothers. Shout out to Hype Vision. Shout out to Savage Film. Let's see. We'll be shots.
No, that's right. It's not optional.
Listen, I don't know how it happened so fast. It was shot out. I'm a tequila girl, you know, and I drink it like it's water when I go out. So that. It happened so fast. Next thing I know, somebody done poured a whole bottle of champagne in my mouth. And all those shots. It was a happy ending. So we're gonna have fun. No Panties Out the Dark is going to be in the building.
Nice.
Yeah. Man, just people shoving stuff in people's mouths and whatnot.
Yeah, listen.
Well, you know when you close your mouth sometimes.
But you know when you hang out with me,
learn to duck and dodge and shit. You know,
through your camera roll and see what all happened and why am I getting home at 7 o'clock in the morning and where are my shoes? That's how I kick it. So we're gonna have us a time on Saturday.
Facts.
It is gonna be a good time. So Saturday, what time does that start at Happy Endings?
So is the movie starting at 10? Y'all showing the movie in Happy Endings, right?
No, it's not gonna start at 10, but it's gonna be showing.
Okay.
Yeah, the movie won't start at 10. We want people to start getting there at 10 for sure.
Okay. Well, No Panties Out the Dark will be in the building. I'm bringing
and guess what? We're gonna definitely. I think we still need another conversation with Sly, but we're gonna definitely have a Savage drink in the building.
Oh, that'll be nice.
There's gonna definitely be a Savage drink in the building Saturday. So you know, we kind of did a little bit of that elixir in Atlanta, and we're gonna D-up it some more here in Louisville, and y'all gonna enjoy it. So
well, yeah, and we leave your panties at home.
Yup.
No panties out the door. We'll be in the building.
I approve this message.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, shout out to Shayna, man. Shayna, she's funny. I hope to see you on Saturday, Shayna.
She's coming with me.
Yes, we all gotta take these shots for sure.
She is coming with me. We are. I'm bringing friends. No panties out the door. So everybody that's listening, meet us down to the Happy Endings on Saturday at 10 o'clock. No panties out the door is in the building. Leave your panties at home. Come and support these brothers in their hype vision, what they got going on. I'm a fan, so I've always been a fan. So I'm very excited for everything that you guys are doing. I'm excited for everything that's to come. So everybody out there that's watching, please come down and support.
Come through. Leave your panties at home, but bring your wallets.
Exactly. And we going up.
Exactly. Yeah, because we're taking donations. So absolutely.
Yeah. Passing the church plate around everything.
Yeah. And you said her name right. See? That's
and I said, hey, that's what's up. Yeah. That's what's up, Shayna. Hey. I feel like I know her.
You probably do.
If not, come on through and I'll meet you if I don't.
Exactly.
But we appreciate y'all having us here. Man, we thank y'all. Shout out to our brother Joe. Holding it down, man. Shout out to just the whole I'm in love. Like, y'all had me at no panties, so I'm like, yeah, like for real.
Yeah, so we might have to you know, get a segment going where we can get a 10-minute hype vision something popping off on No Panties After Dark from time to time.
Right, because I'm still missing the Tyrone. Tyrone is hilarious. So
Tyrone,
yeah, Tyrone comes through and kick it with us from time to time because people be sending us some crazy emails and he answers their questions. We might have to get that going again.
Yeah.
That'd be hard.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah, we need to get that going again.
Absolutely. Well, appreciate y'all. Once again, she says, I think y'all met one time when you DJ'd at Happy Ending.
Yeah.
Are you spinning on Saturday?
Oh no, I'll be doing a different type of spinning.
Okay, I mean, I was just asking.
No, it'll be a different type, but no, I am off. I'm chilling. I'm celebrating. We partying.
Yeah.
Okay. Last time I was in there, I definitely was in the middle of the dance floor, probably by myself for a while, and I didn't care. But yeah, we kicking it. We going up Saturday.
We going all the way up.
All right, y'all.
Look forward to it.
Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for having us on. We'll see y'all Saturday for sure. And Louisville, and y'all on Saturday too.
Absolutely, and the premiere is 6, 7, 30, and then 9. You know, you may not have a seat if you get out to Baxter Theater, but guess what? You can still come through. It's gonna be plenty of us.
So come on,
yeah.
come on through.
I'm gonna come to the 9 o'clock thing because I got something to do early in the day. So I'm gonna come to the 9 o'clock and then slide to the Happy Endings with y'all.
Absolutely.
That's what we're gonna do.
Definitely.
Yeah, so you know, get to show off your red.
I got my red, but I kind of don't want the red anymore. I really want y'all to bring me one of those T-shirts. I got an idea. Got these. I really want to do that.
Okay, you want to? I got you. I'm bringing them down.
I want the T-shirt and some leggings. Yeah.
Okay. I got you. They already in the car, ready to go.
Okay.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, y'all. Well, look, appreciate it, fam. And until next time, we'll see y'all this weekend.
We'll see y'all, man. I want to tell everybody, follow the film page at SavageFilm_. Follow Hype Vision at Hype Vision Studio.
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. Peace, y'all.
This weekend. Love y'all.
All right, one.
All right. I'm glad that y'all at least are getting my audio on point here versus my video. I do not know what's happening, but I can tell you
that was craziness. And what was so
funny
is you played around with it for a little bit, and then like when you stopped playing and went back to being serious, and started fucking up again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still playing around with it. So like, I don't even know what's happening. But either way, it's been another episode of No Panties After Dark. We will see y'all same place, same time, next week, right?
All right. I'm so excited. We got some special plan for next week. I'm so excited.
Is that when we're doing the roast?
Yes, we are. So I'm gonna give me a list of people together. We're gonna do it right for your birthday. We're gonna honor you and celebrate you, and I'm so excited.
You got two people right there that's gonna help roast me, and Rodney. Rodney is one who tends to we go back and forth all the time anyway. So that's gonna be his natural comfort zone. He's like, oh, roast Joe. Oh, hold up. When you want me to start? Right now? Okay. All right.
So, I was so excited. Like, I was thinking today, I was like, damn, Joe and I have been homies, partners, friends for so many years and through so much shit and all my shenanigans and everything that I go through. I always know that I have a friend I can turn to and lean on. And that's you, even though you got that crazy picture on the screen. But I appreciate you. So I'm really looking forward to being able to honor you next week.
Absolutely. You get to say all the things that you never said to my face.
Come on now. We've been friends since 2007, 2008. I'm pretty sure that I've said everything to your face and what we say.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. All right. So we out of here, y'all. We're going to check y'all next week. It is No Panties After Dark. Peace.
Bye.
No panties after